In a small African village surrounded by hills and ancient forests, there lived a young girl named Amma. The village called Oriebo was a place where life was simple and the people were content. They lived off the land, raising crops and livestock, and their days were filled with hard work, laughter, and the occasional festivals that brought everyone together. Amma was known throughout Oriebo as a quiet and a thoughtful child. She was the daughter of Abina, a skilled weaver, and Kojo, a carpenter whose craftsmanship was renowned in the region. Amma's family was neither rich nor poor, but they were respected for their honesty and kindness. From a young age, Amma's parents had taught her the importance of telling the truth. A person's word is their bond. Her mother often said, "If people cannot trust what you say, they cannot trust you at all." These words stayed with Amma, shaping her character as she grew older. One day, a royal messenger arrived in Oriebo with an important announcement. The king of the land, King Osei, had decided to visit the village during his upcoming tour of the land. This was a rare and significant event, as the king was known for his wisdom and fairness, but also for the challenges he presented to the people he visited. The villagers were both excited and nervous. They knew that the king's visit often brought change, but they also knew that he expected much from his subjects. The messenger stood in the village square reading from a scroll in a loud, clear voice. By order of His Majesty King Osei, a test of honesty shall be held during his visit to Oriebo. All children between ages of 7 and 12 are expected to participate. The child who demonstrates the greatest honesty shall receive a reward from the king himself. The villagers murmured in surprise and curiosity. The children were excited but also apprehensive. What kind of test would the king give, and what will the reward be? Amma listened carefully, her heart pounding in her chest. She had always been honest, but the idea of being tested by the king himself made her nervous. Still, she knew she had to participate. She wanted to make her parents proud and show that she had learned the values they had taught her. A week later, King Osei arrived in Oriebo with great fanfare. He was accompanied by his advisors and guards, and the villagers lined the streets to welcome him. The king was a tall man with a commanding presence, yet his eyes were kind as he greeted the people of Oriebo. After a brief ceremony, the king gathered the children in the village square. They stood before him in line, their faces a mixture of excitement and fear. Amma stood near the end of the line, her hands clasped tightly in front of her. King Osei raised his hands and the crowd fell silent. "Children of Oriebo," he began, "I have come to your village to find a child who values honesty above all else. Each of you will receive a golden coin. This coin is not just any coin. It has been blessed by the gods and holds a secret power. Over the next 3 days, you must keep the coin safe and bring it back to me. But remember, honesty will be tested in ways you may not expect." The children were each handed a small shiny coin. Amma looked at her coin in wonder, feeling its weight in her hand. She slipped it into her pocket, determined to protect it. Over the next few days, the village booths would talk of the king's test. The children gathered their coins carefully, not knowing what the king's challenge would entail. Amma, like the others, kept her coin close, but she couldn't shake the feeling that something unexpected was going to happen. On the second day, children in Oriebo experienced the visit of a strange old man who appeared to be kind and gentle. He offered them magic stones that could grant their wishes in exchange for their precious coin. "Hello, beautiful," the old man said as he approached the first child in the midst of other playing children. "Please, can you give me water to drink?" the old man requested. Kemi, the first child, ran quickly into the hut and came out with a cup of water. The old man drank the water and thanked her. He told her he had something special for her, a magic stone that can grant all her wishes. The old man reached into his pocket and brought a piece of stone. "Make your wish, my dear, and have it," the old man said. Kemi and her friends contemplated for a while and wished for a piece of yam, which suddenly appeared in their midst. The children were surprised and excited, and all of them started making different wishes, which also came up magically. The old man then told them that they could keep the stone in exchange for the king's coins. One of the children, Tete, asked, "So what do we give to the king when he comes back demanding for his coins?" "Then wish for a golden coin and you shall have what to give to the king," the old man replied. Debu, another girl, quickly wished for a golden coin and it appeared in her pocket. On seeing all this, the children exchanged their coins for the magic stones. They filled their houses with items from the magic stones. The news of the old man and his magic stones spread throughout Harmony, and children exchanged their coins with the magic stones, which granted their wishes. The parents helped their children to secure new coins for the children through the power of the magic stones. Soon, the community became filled with items obtained with the magic stones. People became wealthy, yet Kojo and his family was left out in this newfound wealth. When the news got to Amma, the parents watched her sternly to see what choice she would make, but Amma refused to go to the old man. Moments later, the old man suddenly came to Amma's hut and met her alone in the house. "Give me water to drink, my child," the old man requested. Amma quickly gave him water, a piece of yam, and oil in a bowl, a meal the parents kept for her lunch. The old man took the items, ate them, and thanked her for her hospitality. "Let me reward you, my dear, for your kind gesture," the old man added. "I have a special stone for you that can grant all your wishes. I want to give it to you." Amma kept mute and listened as the old man continued. The old man reached into his pocket and brought out a magic stone. "Make your wish, my daughter, and have it right away. You can mention donkeys, yams, money, and they will appear for you. Only give me that one coin in your box." Amma remained silent for a few minutes and retorted, "My dear old man, I think I am contented with what my parents offer me. If I need anything, I will get them from my parents." The old man persisted that Amma should make a wish. Upon persisting, Amma replied again, "I have no wish now, but only two things I want." The old man listened in amazement to see what Amma would request. "I wish that all the coins you have collected from all the children in this town be returned back to this place now, and that you be gone from me." As the old man tried to inform her of the power of the coin to produce another coin, he was compelled by the power of the magic stone to leave. So the old man left, and all the coins he has collected from the children were before Amma, who packed them neatly into a bag and kept them safe. The third day dawned, and Amma held her coin tightly as she prepared to return to the king. Unlike the other children, she had not been swayed by the old man's tempting offer of magic stones. She knew that her parents' lessons of honesty were far more valuable than any wealth or material possession. As Amma made her way through the village, carrying not just her coin, but also the burden of being different from the others, a group of older boys and girls stood waiting for her at the crossroad. These were the children of the village chiefs who had been quick to exchange their coins for the magic stones, filling their homes with riches. But now guilt and fear gnawed at them. They knew that when King Osei returned, their deception might be revealed. Tete, one of the wealthiest boys and the son of a powerful chief, stepped forward. Look at Amma, he sneered, the only one who didn't take the stone. What are you, too good for the rest of us? The others laughed, surrounding her. Amma remained silent, clutching the golden coin in her hand. But before she could pass, Tete lunged at her, grabbing her waist. Give us the coin, Amma. You are just trying to show us up. You are the thief, not us. We all saw you talking to that old man, and we know you took more than one coin. Amma struggled to free herself, her heart pounding. That's not true. I didn't take anything. I kept my coin just like the king told us. But the group had already made up their minds. They yanked the coin from Amma's hand and threw her to the ground. Thief, they shouted, drawing the attention of villagers nearby. Some of the children who had also taken the magic stones joined the cheering. The adults, seeing the commotion, hurried over. What's going on here? One of the chiefs asked, his face stained. Tete stepped forward, holding up Amma's golden coin. Amma stole the king's coins. She was hiding them to make herself look better than the rest of us. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Amma's heart sank. She knew no one would believe her now. As the accusations flew, her parents, Abena and Kojo, arrived. They rushed to her side, but the damage had been done. The thieves, led by Tete's father, began to murmur among themselves. This is a serious crime, Tete's father said loudly. Stealing from the king is punishable by banishment. If Amma is found guilty, she and her family must live harmony forever. Amma's parents protested, but their voices were drowned out by the growing accusations. Amma felt tears welling in her eyes. How had everything gone so wrong? She had only wanted to do what was right. Just as the village chiefs were about to pass judgment, a trumpet sounded in the distance. The crowd parted as King Osei and his royal entourage rode into the square. His presence silenced the villagers, and the chiefs quickly bowed in respect. The king dismounted, his eyes scanning the scene before him. What is the meaning of this? King Osei asked, his voice calm but commanding. Tete's father stepped forward. Your Majesty, we have uncovered a thief. This girl, Amma, has stolen the king's coin from the other children. We believe she planned to deceive you and the village. The king raised an eyebrow, glancing at Amma, who stood trembling before him. Is this true, Amma? He asked gently. Amma shook her head, tears streaming down her face. No, Your Majesty, I did not do any wrong. I kept my coin, just as you asked. The others took magic stones from an old man, but I refused. They took my coin and accused me of stealing. The king's expression remained thoughtful. Then with a wave of his hand, 2 of his royal guards stepped forward. "Bring forth the old men who sold these magic stones," King Osei commanded. To the astonishment of the crowd, the old men who had offered the children the stones appeared from the shadows. As they approached, they transformed before the villagers' eyes, revealing themselves to be the king's trusted messengers. Gasps of shock rippled through the square. "You see," one of the messengers said, "the magic stones were part of the king's test. They were meant to reveal who among the children will remain honest and who will be tempted by false promises." King Osei nodded. Amma has passed the test of honesty. She alone resisted the temptation of the stones and kept her word. It is not she who is guilty, but those who falsely accuse her. Tete and his companions looked at the ground in shame as the villagers murmured among themselves. The king continued, his voice firm. "Amma's honesty and kindness have proven her worthy, and for what I will reward her family. And for that I will reward her family. Kojo and her family shall be made the ruling chief. Kojo, her father, shall be made the ruling chief of Harmony. For only a man who has raised such an honorable child is fit to rule." The crowd erupted in applause, and Amma's parents embraced her, tears of joy in their eyes. As for Tete and the other conspirators, King Osei decreed that they must return the wealth they had obtained with the magic stones and spend a season in service to the village, learning the values they had forsaken. Harmony had been restored, and Amma's honesty had not only saved her family, but had brought justice to the village. In the days that followed, Harmony was filled with celebration. Amma's family was honored, and Kojo assumed his new role as chief, leading the village with wisdom and fairness, much like King Osei himself. The children who had once scorned Amma came to her with apologies. Slowly, the village healed from the deceit that had nearly torn it apart. And as for Amma, she remained the same quiet, thoughtful, and always honest. She knew that the reward for honesty was not just the king's recognition, but the peace that came with knowing she had done what was right. The village of Harmony would never forget the lesson Amma had taught them, that no matter how great the temptation, honesty was always the path to true happiness. Thank you for listening.